Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals as we take on the New York Knicks. 80-57 victory for us in Game 1. We'll talk about that. This pass goes into Valanciunas. He backs out and is fouled on the reach-in by Karl-Anthony Towns. For the Wizards, it is Summers, Coulibaly, Kuzma, Sarr, and Valanciunas. For the Knicks, Brunson, Bridges, Robinson, Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns. All right, down low to Kuzma against OG. Coulibaly up top against Bridges, under 5 on the shot clock, over to me. I'll take the 3 over Brunson and miss it. And that's how our first possession in Game 2 ends. Bridges dribbling up the floor, now over to Brunson. Cat comes to set the screen. Robinson set the screen. Brunson with a clean look. He misses. Valanciunas gets the rebound. He didn't even have to jump for that one. Coulibaly to me in the corner. I'll launch over Bridges. It's good. The Wizards are now up on the scoreboard 3-0 as we finally break the seal on this game. Brunson brings the ball into the front court. Anunoby against Kuzma. Karl-Anthony Towns sets the screen on me, but I'm back out on Brunson. Brunson spins, now steps back, the long 2, all net, and the Knicks are now on the board. It's 3-2 in favor of the Wizards, 4:45 to go here in the first quarter. If you're new to the channel, Season Long Baller, we play 6-minute quarters. Through our player build, Jamont Summers, left hand hook shot over Brunson is good, and the Wizards now have a 5-2 lead. And when our player build, Jamont Summers is out of the game, we are out of the game. The computer will simulate from there. Brunson up top against me. Both teams in old school uniforms as Valanciunas gets the rebound off the Brunson miss. We'll bring the ball into the front court. Down low to Kuzma against Anunoby. Back out to me. Pump fake. Let's see if we can get Brunson moving, and we will go to the lane. Left hand is good. And I've scored all 7 of the Wizards' points, and it's a 7-2 lead for the Wizards. And speaking of scoring all the points, Game 1 was decided by a 23-point outburst by me in the third quarter. Check out that video right there. And look for that video. All right, Brunson comes off of a pin down, now takes the 3. I was beside him, but Brunson nails it. And now he has his 3rd, 4th, and 5th points of the game. All right, Towns with the ball, bringing it into the front court, up to Anunoby. Euro is short, and Kuzma gets the rebound. Good defense by the Wizards there to maintain a 7-5 lead. Pump fake on Brunson. Now down low to Valanciunas against Robinson. Valanciunas turns over to Kuzma. Kuzma pump fakes with one hand there. Now takes no pump fakes. Now he's got Anunoby behind him, and he nails the 3. As I said, I don't know how to figure out when Kuzma's going to hit these shots or not. It's almost like if it's more difficult, he's going to hit it. All right. Oh, plenty of room for Brunson. He misses, however. I'm surprised he missed that one. Valanciunas with the rebound, up to me. I'll go baseline, left hand high off the glass, misses. Towns cleans the glass and gets the rebound. Up to Brunson. Sarr picks up Brunson. Short jump shot is good over Sarr, and it's a 10-7 lead for the Wizards. This is the ultimate career mode here on Season Long Baller, where we play all 82 games of the NBA schedule through our Washington Wizards, through our player build, Jamont Summers. Left hand layup is good around Brunson before Robinson was able to react. The lead is now 5. Over to Bridges. Oh, I tried to reach in but couldn't get that on Bridges. Back out to OG. Bridges up top, working against Coulibaly. Screen by Brunson. He'll shoot the 3 in the corner. That's good. I knew that was good. Brunson hits, and it's a 2-point lead for the Wizards. All right, Kuzma stepped out of bounds there. I was looking to give him a pass. Sarr against Cat. Now driving against Brunson, and I'll pick up the foul as Robinson blocks my shot out of bounds, but Brunson hits me down low, and I'll shoot a pair. First one is good, and it looks like both teams will make some changes as McBride and I missed who else that was checking in for the Knicks. So you've got McBride, Cat, Brunson, Robinson, and Hart in the game for the Knicks. Brogdon and Bagley III check in, along with Bay, check in for the Wizards. Brunson up top working against Brogdon. Now spins again into the lane. Right hand is good. And Brunson is doing things here in the first quarter, and it's a 14-12 lead for the Wizards. Let's see if we can get a screen here off ball. Over to Bay. Hart's on him. Over to Bagley III. Brunson up top against Brogdon against Brunson up top. He takes the three, rattles it home, and the Wizards are up by 5 here in the waning moments of the first quarter. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. We'll see if the Wizards can continue to hold home court here. Brunson down low against Bay. Takes a little step back, misses, it rolls off the rim. Brogdon gets the rebound, and he pushes it into the front court, up to Kuzma. Kuzma with the dribble through traffic, but misses the layup. And now it's up in Brunson's hands, and his second shot here rolling off the rim misses. And I'll get the rebound. I've got plenty of room. Pass to Kuzma. He hangs in the air and banks it over McBride. And the Wizards now have a 7-point lead here in the first. In game 2, Wizards leading the series 1-0. All right, Brunson might be holding for the final shot here against Brogdon. Under 10 on the game clock here in the quarter. Brunson drives, takes a little hop step, misses. His left hand misses. Rebound by Bagley III. Kuzma shoots at half court, and that is how the first quarter will end, with the Wizards with a 19-12 lead. So the difference in game 1, even though it is a 23-point victory for the Wizards in game 1, the difference was the third quarter. I went off on the third quarter with a 23-point outburst, which actually ends up being the difference in the game, and outscored the Knicks 23-8 in the third quarter, and that was the difference in the game. Knicks never did recover after that. And then after that, it was pretty much academic. The Wizards take game 1. But we're not going to be able to expect that every game. So we'll see how this plays out. Wizards with a 7-point lead. Remember, the Knicks beat Atlanta 4-1, and that is after Atlanta upset the second-seeded Atlanta Hawks. And I believe that was 4-2 or 4-3. The Knicks defeated the Bucks 4-2, and were actually down in that series until Giannis got hurt. It was at least a 2-2 series until Giannis got hurt. All right, Wizards up by 10 as we check back into the game at the about 2:08 gone by in the second quarter. McBride on us. So you've got Summers, Bay, Bagley III, Valanciunas, and Brogdon is your 5. Coming downhill, lob to Bagley III, and oh no, Bagley III got hurt. Oh no. Wait, did that even get in the, oh, we've only got 4 players. Here comes Bagley III late. McBride wide open for the 2. And I've got the rebound, and the Wizards will take a timeout as Bagley III is injured. Oh, this isn't good. Obviously, he's been my best lob partner all season long by a long shot. But then, of course, he is the size off the bench for the Wizards. That would probably give Holmes a little bit more time. But still, that's a big loss. We'll see how this plays out. We'll see how long Bagley is out. And Valanciunas is back into the game for Bagley III. 3:20 to go as Anunoby guards me here in the second quarter. Coming downhill, pass over to Bay. Bay has been shooting well here late in the season and in the playoffs. OG steps out immediately, you notice on me, as soon as I got the ball. Got the screen from Valanciunas coming downhill, back to Valanciunas. He turns, and it rolls in. Got my second assist to go along with a pair of rebounds and 11 points here in the second quarter. Brunson brings the ball up. Brunson, Bridges, Towns, Anunoby, and Hart are your 5 for the Knicks. Brunson working one-on-one, gets around Poole, takes the short baseline jump shot. It's good. And that cuts the lead back to 10. Poole hands the ball off to me. OG on me. Down to Brogdon against Bridges. Now up to Poole, wide open at the top for the 3. He hits it. And that pushes the lead to 13. Poole has almost been unconscious from 3. They start feeding him the ball more. Ball over to Hart on the wing, back up to Brunson up top against Poole. Cat sets a screen. Long three from Brunson is true, and that cuts the lead back to 10 as he answers Poole's three-pointer. So you've got me at the 3 right now with Brogdon and Poole in the game at the guards. All right, 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Poole looked like he was open, but we'll go pick and pop with Poole. And kicking it back to Poole. He doesn't take the shot. Jab step with the left. Now under 5 on the shot clock. Go pick and pop with Poole again. Back to Poole now. Over Cat. It's good. Poole is unconscious right now. Yeah, you're right. I can't argue with you, Poole. I guess we do need to be feeding you. I've criticized you before, but you're on fire right now. That's for sure. Brunson over to Anunoby. Now back up to Brunson up top. He ran Poole off of a Hart screen. Now under 7 on the shot clock. First half winding down. I came over to try to help on the double team on Brunson. Forced the miss from Anunoby. I left him wide open, but he missed the 3. My gamble pays off. I got around Cat, and oh man, did Anunoby strip me on that? How did I lose the ball? I guess OG stripped me. All right, back over to Poole. Poole wide open for the deep 3. Nails it. Jordan Poole is representing here in the second quarter, back-to-back threes, and he has pushed the Wizards' lead up to 16. All right, here comes Brunson up top. Again, Poole fighting through a hard screen. Looks like the exact last play. Now, here comes Brunson downhill, hangs in the air over Poole, and I tried to come help, but Brunson scores. And it's 33 seconds to go here in the second quarter. All right, you know we're going to go pick and pop with Poole. He's on fire. Coming downhill, into the paint, back out to Poole. But Brunson is on him. Back to me. Come back over. Okay, come back over here, Poole. We're going to run this to you before the clock runs out. 4 seconds to go. I will come in for the 2-hand flush. I had enough room to get there. And with 12 seconds even left here in the first half, the Wizards are sitting on a 16-point lead as Bridges brings the ball into the front court. Over to Brunson. Brunson loses Poole, comes downhill. I don't know how he didn't step out of bounds. He looked like he did something wrong, but that is how the first half will end. Wizards with a 14-point lead, 44-30 here in Game 2. We will see you in the third quarter. This is Season Long Baller. Beginning of the third quarter here in Game 2. And as you may have noticed, the Hawks beat the Pacers in the first round 4-3. I was trying to remember if it was 4-3 or 4-2 earlier. Towns spins with a left jump hook over Sarr. He misses. Speaking of 4-3, there's another series you know we have to talk about out west. We'll mention it in just a minute. All right. Sarr sets a screen for Kuzma. Pass to Kuzma. He's got Towns on him. Brunson is eyeing him. I've got a little bit of room, but Kuzma continuing to dribble. Now he's dribbled into the corner, takes the shot over Towns, misses. And now Bridges has the rock, bringing it up the right sideline. Both teams going with their starting lineups. And I'm chasing Brunson. Oh, came through a screen from Robinson and from Bridges. Brunson follows up. Shot is blocked right into Kuzma's hands. Good defense by the Wizards. I drive around Towns. The left hand, just a little bit too hard. Laid it over the rim. I'm sorry, he named everything. Brunson misses the three. I've got the rebound, my fourth of the game. Lead remains 14 for the Wizards. I'll drive, and now back it back out. All right, over to Sar. Let's see. Back to me. Pump fake on Brunson. Now here comes the screen from Coulibaly. We'll come downhill, pass over to Coulibaly. Left hand layup goes in. Hey, left hand layup went in. Did you know Coulibaly has not been hitting those layups in these playoffs? But he got that one to fall, and the lead is back to 16 for the Wizards. Timeout by the Knicks. And remember what I said about just because it's the 3-0 lead in our simulation, that does not mean that the series is over. I didn't guarantee it, but you may have noticed it. Golden State did rally against Denver. They were down 3-0. They won the series 4-3. Minnesota won the series against Sacramento 4-2, so that's your West finals. It's Golden State and Minnesota. And if I had a choice, I'm going to pick Golden State, because even though Steph Curry is the man, Steph Curry has never killed me in this simulation on NBA 2K23 or 24. All right, Towns has the rock up top. We'll talk a little bit more about that Western Conference Finals matchup in just a minute. All right, Brunson working against me in the corner. Pump fakes. Now to Bridges. He's wide open for the three. He misses. Rebound, Valanciunas. Up to, was that backcourt? Back to Kuzma, back to me. My left hand around Towns is good. 18-point lead for the Wizards. Right now, the Wizards don't need my heroics in the third quarter. Brunson working against me. Speaking of heroics, I think Brunson is probably going to try to start doing it himself. See, he lulled me to sleep while I was talking. Brunson will go to the line to shoot a pair. It's an 18-point lead for the Wizards as Brunson shoots with 3:36 to go here in the third quarter. Now, as I was saying, and I said this in the Heat series, just because Golden State was down 3-0 did not mean that series was over, and I was exactly right. Golden State ended up rallying and won the series 4-3. Now, Minnesota, and we'll talk about this if we end up playing Minnesota. Minnesota and we split with Minnesota during the season, and we swept the Warriors, including beating them in the NBA Cup. As I drive around Brunson and, tried the acrobatic move in the paint to get around Robinson, but I missed. And with 2.5 exactly gone by in the third, I will be shooting a pair of free throws. But Golden State is also not as intimidating since they traded Draymond Green for P.J. Washington to Dallas in my simulation. All right, first free throw is good. We shut up on free throws. And I would suspect against the Timberwolves, they would probably prefer to have Draymond Green. Second of 2. I'm up to 16. Along with, now up to 17, along with 4 rebounds and 4 assists. And it's an 18-point lead for the Wizards. Brunson dribbles. Now, looked like he was going to step back for a 3. Up to Robinson, over to Towns. In the corner to Bridges. Bridges, sweeping shot around Coulibaly, misses, but Bridges will go to the line and shoot a pair. Now, as I said, the Knicks beat the Hawks 4-1, and we swept Miami 4-0 in a series outside of Game 4. There was a lot more competitive than those final scores may indicate. Game 1 was a 14-point victory for the Wizards, but it was a 3-point game with less than 2.5 to go in Game 1. Game 2 was a 2-point margin. Game 3 was a 3-point margin. And then I think the wheels came off for the Heat in Game 4 as we blew them out by what might be a record here on SeasonLongBaller, beating a team by 45. It's definitely, I think, a playoff record. All right, Bridges hits both. Kuzma sets the screen. Coming downhill, back to Kuzma. Wide open look for the 3. He rattles it home. Wizards are shooting so well right now. Maybe I need to just stop shooting and just give the ball to everybody else. Brunson to Anunoby. Wizards with a 19-point lead. I was trying to get the steal on OG there. Now I left Brunson wide open. You see how quickly Brunson moved to get to that spot? That is that looked a little superhuman, didn't it? Oh, it didn't? Okay, fine. I think that looked a little fast to me. Screen by Kuzma. I'll kick it back to Kuzma. Wide open look for the mid-range is good. I've got my 6th assist as Kuzma hits back-to-back shots for 5 straight points for the Wizards, and there's again an 18-point lead for the Wizards. Brunson throwing the lob to Robinson, but he gets the ball back. Somehow that ball was deflected. Brunson gets it back. He misses the follow. Up to Sarr. Sarr to me, and, well, Sarr tried to throw it to me, but OG Anunoby knocked that ball out of bounds. He almost got his hands on it. Looked more like us. Couldn't catch it. All right. 4:26 to go in the fourth quarter. As we had checked out, we're back in the game. And it is a 19-point lead for the Wizards. Wait, why is Bagley the third in the game? And he is running slower. Coming downhill, challenging OG, and got the layup to fall. And we have an opportunity for a 3-point play, and that pushes the lead over 20 here in game 2. I want to know why Bagley the third is in the game. We're up at 21. We definitely should not have him in the game. Holmes should be playing right now. If you don't want to play Valanciunas, and we haven't played Sarr in the middle most of the season, then Holmes should definitely be in the game. Yes, Holmes is, like, I think, 6'9", but still, right now would not be an opportunity to get Bagley the third even more hurt, right? Look how slow he moved. Robinson can take him off the dribble. He's not, but he could. Hart drives around me, takes a short 2, misses, and I've got my 5th rebound over Towns. Let's see, I was looking at Bay there. I don't think Bay's going to score this over Robinson. Back out to Poole. He's got McBride on him, back to me. Yeah, let's go pick and fade with Poole because he's the hot man. Back to Poole. McBride turns in, is on him. Less than 5 on the clock. Over to Brogdon, over OG. He made it. I thought that was about to roll out. Pick up my 7th dime of the game. There's Holmes. Holmes is perfectly healthy. He should be, I still say he should be in the game. McBride, Hart, Towns, Robinson, and OG Anunoby. Wait, look, he was holding his shoulder. Did you see Kispert stand up off the bench holding his shoulder? Like, we're up by 25. There's no need. Hart drives around me and cuts it to 23. That's his first basket of the game. I don't really think we should put him in the game. Kispert. I mean, just like Bagley the third shouldn't be in the game. We'll go pick and pop with Poole. Coming downhill, behind the back to Poole. Poole hands it back to me as I come to get the ball. Now let's go with this pick and pop again to Poole. Now Anunoby helps out. Poole with a pump fake, drives into the lane, and it's a blocking foul on Hart. I thought for sure they were going to call the foul on Poole on the drive there. And Poole will shoot a pair. Wizards with a 23-point lead here in the fourth. All right, I'm coming out of the game. That's probably going to be it for me. I am right. The Wizards will win going away 94-72. A 22-point win for the Wizards. Game 3 is Tuesday in New York. So you will definitely want to check that one out. That's it for Season Long Baller. If you like what we do on the channel, go ahead and give us that like and subscribe. It is much appreciated. That's it for Season Long Baller. We'll see you on Tuesday. Peace.